Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be tackling something that I've been needing to do for a while, but especially so now that the kids have gotten some new gifts from Christmas that need to go into this cabinet. So this is a cabinet that we have in our dining room and we use it for homeschool and all the kids' art supplies and all of that sort of stuff, and it gets trashed because things just get thrown back in there and we just don't keep it very organized. So every once in a while I have to take everything out and just get rid of all the junk and organize it. So that is what we are going to do today. Like I said, the kids got some new things for Christmas as far as art supplies and games, and I had nowhere to fit them in here. So I'm going to start off by taking every single thing out of this cabinet, getting it organized on my dining room table, throwing all of the scrap papers away, figuring out what drawings and stuff of the kids that I'm going to keep, and just get everything organized and back in order.
That you're all he wants, and it's midnight. Oh, I'm thinking about him. I have got him on my mind.
So we don't have a whole lot of storage space in our home, but this one cabinet here in the dining room really does help out a lot, especially now that we are homeschooling. And like I was saying, I do use this cabinet for some of our homeschool supplies, and so I just really needed to get this in order before we start back to school. It is almost New Year's Eve, and we will be starting back with our homeschool on Monday. So I just really wanted to get all of this in order before the new year, start with a fresh, clean slate with all of our homeschool curriculum in order. We do have a bookshelf in our hallway that I keep the kids' workbooks and other stuff on, but this cabinet does serve a purpose as far as my homeschool supplies and stuff that we don't use on a daily basis, but then also the kids' art supplies that they do grab and use on a daily basis too. So it is definitely nice to have this space right here in the dining room because we do use our dining table as our homeschool table. So I just want to try to get it back in some functional order.
I'm running out of time. How wish it felt the same, and I'm acting stupid like every day. Don't know what to do or what I should say, 'cause I have got him on my mind, but he doesn't know my name. He doesn't know my name.
Now you will notice there are piles and piles and piles of papers and drawings and artwork in here, and I am pretty ruthless when it comes to what I keep of my kids' drawings. If it is something from a project or something like that, then I definitely will keep it if it's something that I feel like we will enjoy later on in life, but I do not keep every single little scrap of drawing. Berkeley, my 4-year-old, she draws probably 10 to 20 drawings a day of like the same thing. So there just comes a point where it's like, okay, I cannot keep every single little thing that they do, that they draw that's cute. So I pick and choose, and I do have a clear tote up in the top of both of the kids' closets. So Berkeley has one up in the top of her closet, and then the boys have one in the top of their closet. And everything that I do decide to keep of theirs, I just put in there for a little keepsake. But like I said, I'm pretty ruthless when it comes to throwing things away. I do not like having clutter. That is okay. It makes me so happy that they love to draw so often. But I'm just going to take the Mrs. Meyer's Peppermint multi-surface cleaner and wipe out all of the cabinets, get them ready to go so I can get everything organized and put back in there.
It's good, it's gray, so we can't see we're fading away. So this hope is that we stay close, but it's the life that we chose. It takes time to get it right. sleepless days and nights. We just need a little more, just a little time for you and I. So stay.
So here's an overview of everything that I pulled out of the cabinet, and I kind of have it organized by category as far as homeschool stuff, arts and craft supplies, paper, markers, pens, pencils, and you name it. I've got it kind of organized here. So I'm going to get some things put into Ziploc bags. This is what's working right now, like little sets that came together, like this little slime guy that Birdie got for Christmas. Instead of keeping the box and trying to shove it back in there each time, I just put all the stuff in a big Ziploc bag, and then it stays nice and neat. Same with these little art supplies that I have right here, like googly eyes and puff balls and pipe cleaners and stuff. I just have it all in one spot and organized in a bag, and that's what's been working well for us. I'm also going to get these new paints that we got. We have these washable Crayola paints, and we had the regular colors already, but Berkeley got the neon colors for Christmas. So I'm going to go through this disgusting bag of paints, figure out which ones I'm going to keep, and Brayden grabbed me a new bag, and I'm just going to get everything transferred over into there and add the new paints as well, just getting everything super organized.
Doing a hair and makeup, oh, just for you. Only because you kissed a girl when you wanted to. You think you're young and smart, got no response.
So the last time I cleaned out this cabinet, I organized the crayons and the markers into these two containers, and they stayed pretty well organized. The crayons are 100% still organized, and then same with our colored pencils, but I am going to go through the markers just a little bit. There are some that do not have lids on them that we don't need to keep, and just kind of go through, figure out which ones that I'm going to keep, and toss the rest of them, and then transfer them over into this other container, so that way the crayons and the markers are in the same type of container, so I can stack them up in the cabinet. These clear containers that I am using with the little clasps on the sides, I want to say these are from Target years and years ago. I mean, I've had these for probably 5 or 6 years, and I've used them for so many different things, but I think the brand is Sterilite or something like that, and I've seen them recently in Target when I was looking for some containers for Christmas stuff. So I definitely do recommend them for crayons and markers, because the kids can easily pull them out, and then they stay super organized in there, and we don't lose the lid because it has those little clasps on the end, and I really do like that style for keeping stuff organized as far as art supplies.
Responsibility in this world, but if you're young and smart, you should know better. Don't get laid back 'cause you're not that cool. Don't think you're safe and sound walking around breaking rules. I bet your parents are worried sick. That's not as cool as you think, not as cool as you think, yeah. Don't get laid back 'cause you're not that cool. Don't think you're safe and sound walking around breaking rules. I bet your parents are worried sick. That's not as cool as you think, not as cool as you think, yeah. That's not as cool as you think, not as cool as you think, yeah.
So I got these little sticky pouch labels, I think from the Target dollar section. back before I started homeschool. So over the summer when I was getting all of my homeschool supplies in order, I think that's where I found them. And then these bins, the red and the blue bins with the lids, those are from Target Dollar Spot years and years ago. And I've held on to them and also used them for lots of different things. Those were a nice find a couple years ago, but I am just changing out the label for one of those bins that just has glue, scissors, and pencils in there. And then I'm gonna get the other one organized as well and get our counting cubes put back in there and just continue getting everything organized before I figure out where I want to put everything back in the cabinet. Now that I've gone through everything on the table and figured out what needed to be organized, I'm gonna start putting everything away in the cabinet now. So I will check in with you guys at the end and give you a little tour and show you where I decided to put everything and organize everything.
Wishing for the kind of love you see in magazines. The illusion falls and nothing's what it seems to be. And the part left is hurting deep inside of me. Heard a whisper, someone saw you at the bar.
All right, the art cabinet is complete. It looks so much better. So I'll give you guys a little tour here. On the top, as you guys saw, I just put all of that extra paper in the very back, stacked up there. And then in these bins, I have labeled what is in there. This is like some of my homeschool stuff up here, and then I put my 3-hole puncher there. And then this is kind of my cabinet right here, and then also some other stuff that I don't want the kids just grabbing on their own, and some homeschool stuff up here. We're currently doing the space unit from Gather Around, and then after that we'll be doing Asia, so I have the kids books here for that. And then back there I just have a tie-dye kit that we're going to use soon, and then in this galvanized bucket I have all of our dry erase stuff for homeschool, and then I have these 3 mason jars for my pens that the kids don't use, and all of our like random pens and pencils, my stapler, a random eraser, and a little pencil sharpener. So like I said, this is just kind of stuff up here that the kids don't get into on their own, so that is its own separate cabinet. And then all of this stuff down here they can get into anytime that they would like to. So this top shelf, I would like to get a couple of bins to put this stuff in, but I was just working with what I had today, and so I like to use Ziploc baggies. They work great anyways. But like I was saying, the kids got some things for Christmas that I needed to get organized, and that was kind of the main purpose of getting started organizing this whole cabinet, because as you guys saw, it was a complete disaster and I couldn't fit anything else in here, so I had to get rid of all the scrap papers and everything. But I've got this little slime guy in here. I've got Berkley's little scribble animals that you can color on and then wash them off. We haven't opened this yet, but I'm sure once we do, it'll end up in a Ziploc bag as well. And then I have Play-Doh back there, little art supplies in this one, and then all of our washable paint back there. So all of that is just bagged up, sitting on this shelf, which works for now. And then on this shelf, there is nothing in the back, but I have our colored pencils. This box is just kind of random. Pencils, colored pencils, markers, scissors. Berkley likes to grab this and just take it right here to the dining room table and use it. But then I also have all of our markers and crayons, which our crayons were completely organized still from last time I did this. So that was nice, but then I kind of went through the markers and organized those a little bit better. And then over here we just have some coloring books and stickers and some random stuff. And then on this shelf I have this like special drawing paper that Braden has been using that he got for Christmas. And then this is just regular computer paper, but as you guys saw when I was cleaning this out, the kids use a ton of computer paper just for drawing, like all day, every day. So we go through a lot of that. Like I said, that's why we got that giant case of paper. My mom and my stepdad get the kids a case of paper every Christmas, and it's so nice. And then down here I just have some games and puzzles and whatnot that the kids can get into and play also. That is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me clean out this disastrous cabinet that needed to be done, and I hope it gave you guys some motivation to tackle something in your house, even if it's just a junk drawer or one cabinet, something like that. I know for me, when I watch these types of videos, it gets me super motivated to get up and get one little thing done, even if it's just switching a load of laundry. It's motivating for me, so I hope it is motivating for you guys as well. But thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit that red subscribe button if you are new. Hit the thumbs up button if you like seeing these types of organizing and cleaning videos, and I will see you in my next one. I hope you guys have a safe and happy New Year's Eve, and I will see you guys next year. Bye!